Reality NSFW Survivor Season 42, episode number 12. We are here to break it down. I'm Lauren Pratt, along with my co-host, Sarah Hart. And tonight, for Ladies Night, we are joined by two incredible guests, the great Jonny Fairplay, along with Mr. Zane Knight himself. How are y'all doing?
All right. Hey, Sarah.
Hi. I'm non-existent, apparently. I was just a hey, Sarah. No, hi, Lauren. It's fine.
Hi, Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, this is the battle of the first boots. We wanted to see who could prevail on Ladies Night. So we already know. So we're here.
So it's a competition. I'm here for it. We will vote at the end of this podcast. Let's do it.
Zane does not like a vote. We watched the episode like right before we started, and Zane goes, "Yeah, I don't like blind sides. It's not funny, man. Do what you say. Do what you say."
I mean, we could make you two go to a fire making challenge.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can come up with something real quick.
Yeah. I mean, we did it together, but I made our fire. You know what I'm saying?
I keep flipping.
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I got caught. They shook me down like TSA, man. I had toothpicks and fishing line, and I had all kinds of stuff like cut a little place in my boot.
So which called Colby had fishing lures in his Texas flag.
Did they catch it? He got in.
Got it.
I got caught with everything.
Yeah. So Ozzy had a magnifying glass sewn into the bottom of his shorts.
Oh, super intelligent.
Geez, so people try to sneak a lot of stuff on.
PG tried to keep something in too.
Hatch had waterproof matches in his ass.
Oh my god!
Do they even work after that?
For all stars, he had waterproof matches.
Huh.
Wow.
In a container.
That's commitment, man. You gotta respect the
that
commitment.
Means you want it. I mean, first winner, big target. I mean, that's buying 3 days with me.
Sometimes you got to take one.
I mean, you got to respect the hustle. So
I don't think that's the first time he's taking one. I think Hatch around holidays gets a little frisky with, on his comments on my pictures.
Oh yeah,
I'm for it.
I told you, I got to meet him. He loved
me. Did he?
Yeah.
He didn't love me when we first. We're very, very much friends now, but when we first met, not so much.
All right, so enough of this chit chatter. Let's dive into this episode. But we're given information that everyone wants to hear about it, so I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So obviously, we get the aftermath of what happened at the tribal council before, with Dre going home, Lindsay being safe, like miraculously. I'm here for it. So what is y'all's thought process on the whole breakdown of the vote that we saw with Drea and all that?
I thought it was the best tribal council in like 3 seasons. So, I mean, I thought the end of last week's episode was great. So this week, I thought this cast is over-delivering, and I got no problem with that. But truth be told, Jeff is coddling the fuck out of them. And if that's what's needed to make this cast over-deliver, great. So because I have not in 15 seasons see Jeff be like this friendly to the cast as a whole.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Like you love Lindsay, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, but he's just uplifting everyone, which is cool. But like I remember never being uplifted. So,
well, I mean,
John.
Whose fault is that?
I mean, it's self-inflicted. Don't get me wrong. So, but no, I mean, but as like, kudos to Jeff by doing that. I think that this cast is doing so much. Really, this cast could have easily been defeated by now internally. And I mean, we could have seen half this cast quit, and I mean, that was my prediction before the season started. I didn't see Jeff being this like babysitter. But like there's some hot babysitters out there. So.
Oh my god!
I don't know what you look at what your browser history is.
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember the beginning of the season, Jonny. when you were just like yelling at the premiere that they were all just going to quit.
Yep.
Day 1, everyone was going to walk off the island. That was it.
Day 4.
Day 4.
Sorry. But yeah, and now you're actually liking it. So I think that says a lot about the season. I think that's how a lot of people have been about the season that I've noticed have been like so down about it, but it actually has been proving to be a really great season.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's in the top 10, but like of modern Survivor, I think it's easily in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Because honestly, the next best season, really in the 30s, in my opinion, was Dave versus Goliath. That was a home run.
In modern Survivor, I probably think Dave versus Goliath's number 1. But but you also have Kagayan. There's some other stuff in there. So, but yeah, no, I'm loving. I mean, just flat out, I'm not liking it. I'm loving it.
Look, we were talking about right before. Tell me you didn't feel the pain of how cold they were sitting there in that rain. How does that feel, Sarah? How does that feel to you? Do you still feel it, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I had a little bit of rain, and it was really tough. That's for sure in the game I played.
Rain sucks.
Mm-hmm. It does suck.
So yeah, now Zane's looking there. He's just like, man, I can smell it out there. No, it sucks. So, but no, we Lindsay says the best tribal ever, especially for her. She beat the dice game. The Drea boot was great. She was happy that Omer was outed. I don't really see how that helps her. Because like I see in both ways it's non-beneficial to Lindsay. So if Omer's outed as this mastermind and they applaud it, then it's like, okay, well then he beats you because he's a better player than you, and the jury's liking it. If you think he's outed as that, everybody thinks he's underhanded and a bad guy and sneaky, and he's your ride or die, like I don't feel like that's helping you either. So like it's not. So, but she was just like, it was perfect. And then Omer's just like, couldn't have gone any better because I got to do an evil laugh. And I was just like, but once again, the jury popped for it. So it was like this. We hear at the very end of the episode, if everything is friendly and no one's lying, it will be the first one this season. So that ain't happening.
no.
So these people are liking some evil moves. So and quote unquote gameplay. So no, everybody looking at each other. I did like Omer gives Mike asks for his idol back, and Omer gives it to him, and then we find out not during this episode or not mentioned any time this season that Omer, the only reason he gave it back is because he had an idol nullifier. He's planning on using it next vote,
and didn't.
A lot of people have asked me, they're just like, how can they not show this? And I said very simply, because we need to devote so much time per episode to going over something, under something, and doing a puzzle. I get it. Really. If you don't see that every fucking episode, then how will we know it's there?
They honestly just need to go to the drawing board and take some of the Australian Survivor challenges because those to me are so entertaining.
Yeah, $8 budget. So I get it. We see the same people at the end of every one of these challenges because they're all the exact same fucking challenge.
And the same challenges as last season too. There's not really like the big boulder. It's like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
It was the same thing as last time, so it'd be nice to see something different.
The spin thing.
The spin thing was fun.
I was liking that. That was nice.
Yeah.
So we'll get there. So all right. So but yeah, that's where we're at on the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Honestly, we get the conversation between Mike and Marianne, which is, I think, a beneficial conversation to have been shown because it's kind of setting up the dynamics and the pieces that are going to come into play moving forward within the episode.
So Mike tells Marianne to get rid of Omer. And she was like, well, I've been with him since day one. He was like, yeah, but I've been with him since, he goes, yeah, me too. But since the merge. And I'm just like, that's not quite the same as day one because that's where they. So, but she was just like, hey, look, Omar got credit for that move. I saw the jury pop. You got to make a big move to win this game. So she was like, you know what? He's right. Maybe for all the wrong reasons, but Omar should be my target. And then she explained. She goes, the rules of Survivor are very simple. At the end, you have to vote out someone that you trust that can beat you. And I'm just like, look at Marianne. Because so many people say that, and then they're like, I can't do it. Like, I know I should, but I can't. And Marianne's just like, the rules of Survivor say I'm going to if I make it to the end of this game, I'm going to make it to the end of this game with someone I trust, and I got to fuck them over. And I'm like, look at you, Marianne. She read the rules.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Marianne, to see more of this gameplay from her and actually it being shown. I loved seeing Marianne really blossom into this really strategical being.
Yeah, if this is what Erica did last season, I would have taken 12 seconds of that, but I got none.
I know. That was so disappointing.
So.
And too, Marianne's able to give her entire thought process with the confessional, so we know where her head's at, and then you can actually see her social strategy and what she's planning to do with her gameplay moving forward. And I do think that she's setting herself up quite nicely, especially after this vote, to potentially get to the end and make a running case to win the game.
I think she wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we get to the end, I'll tell I think I think there's some people with zero shot. But we'll get there.
We will get there. And then also we hear about Jonathan not trusting Lindsay and Omar at all. And it just, for me, what's interesting, we haven't really seen Jonathan where he necessarily really stands in the game because we're not getting those extra conversations on the side.
Yeah, because he's not talking to anyone. When him and Lindsay have the time alone for rice, they basically sit there, shittily lie to one another, and then he goes, "I'm going to go over here and lie down because I need to lie down
and rest."
Yeah, I have more muscles than you. You wouldn't understand. Even though you beat me in most challenges or you don't understand what it's like. So I have to let that. And you probably have a woman-sized brain. He's like, I think one of you does have a smaller brain, but I'm not pointing fingers at the big guy.
Yeah.
Zane, what's your take on Jonathan?
I was so impressed until I really started listening, and then that's what hit me too. We were talking about it. The social skills are almost as important as winning challenges, and
or more.
Yeah, and so to see him coming, it was like, no, don't do that, Yeah. I love Mike though, saying how he almost won challenge. That was funny. Yeah. He's like, I was almost there.
Oh yeah,
just so close.
Yeah.
Right on the spot.
He had two pieces. I just figured it out.
Right there, almost had that.
I just figured out the first two pieces.
Well, Jonathan,
let's jump right into the reward challenge then. Sarah, you want to explain this?
Yes. So pretty much everybody had to spin on the unspool a rope coil and then move through obstacles. So under, over, collect key, and then complete a puzzle. So big surprise on the kind of challenge, but it was very entertaining to watch for sure.
Yeah, Marianne was the highlight of this. So spinning herself off course, nearly hitting the camera
twice.
And then doing the balance beam, failing at the balance beam is like, ooh, let me unspin. and I'm just like, oh my God, Marianne is 7 years old and I'm for it.
What did Probe say? I've never seen this before. Never seen it.
Of course you haven't, because she's a fucking adult. I've never seen an adult do that. I have at the playground seen many kids do that. My daughter's included. So that's not a new vision for me. But over 3'8". No, I've not seen it.
Over 3. I mean, they had a home run casting Marianne. I want to know how many times she's actually applied for the show and why they specifically waited, because if she's been applying for a while, why have they not put her on the show?
No, she's how old is she?
24, I think.
Yeah. So no, I like Marianne with a few life years under her before she. So they let Marianne marinate, and I think they picked the perfect time to take her off the vine. So no,
That's fair. Because I think at 21 she would not be doing as well as she is.
At 21, at 21 we get the same exact confessional at the end of the game. If you're playing the game correctly to win the game, you get to the end of the game with someone you trust, and you have to get rid of them if they're better than you. And then at 21, Marianne says, "But I can't do that."
Yep.
I can see that.
What's the point?
That's the difference between 21-year-old Marianne and 24-year-old Marianne.
I also think she would have been, because as much as I love Marianne, I know as a player on the island, I would not be able to stand. I would, it would be too much energy for me for sure.
Yeah.
And I bet it would have even been more energy if she was 21 playing.
Yeah. So now, like, I mean, her energy is already here. I would have a problem, but at the same time, like, I love good gameplay, and I applaud good gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So if Marianne, strategically picks her move right there when she did, like, there's not a lot of other people that can make a bigger, better play than that for this final stretch. I mean, because we have Mike with an idol, Marianne with an idol, and then whoever finds an idol. And then we got the stupid fire making bullshit. So
but
like,
you got Jonathan, but you're gonna end up with two people that really hate you for sure.
I bring Jonathan to the end. I don't think I think Romeo and Jonathan don't get a vote at the end, and I don't think Lindsay gets that many either.
Well, it would be in Lindsay's best interest to take Romeo and Jonathan for her.
Yeah,
that's her best shot. That's her best shot to win.
Her only end game is I think the pecking order is Marianne, Mike, Lindsay, Romeo, Jonathan.
You think Romeo would get more votes than Jonathan?
I
honestly think maybe they both get 0. Maybe this season, honestly, there could be a clean sweep of the entire jury, depending
unless Mike's there.
Yeah.
I see Mike taking votes, and if Mike's not against Marianne, Mike wins.
I agree, 100%. And I think that's going to be what we're going to see probably next is Mike and Marianne going after each other.
I want Mike and Marianne at the end. So.
Oh, I would love to see that tribal.
I'm definitely going Marianne. Like, definitely.
Yeah, especially after her last move.
Mike second. He's going with me.
But hopefully, Mike. I mean, if you're Mike, don't bring Marianne. I don't like. Mike is perceptive though.
But last challenge, Mariana and Mike, he can beat her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he takes her all the way to that last one, and then it's just them against each other, and then she still loves you because she already said I can't do it. So when you get the jury at the end, he's like, "Oh, $1 million."
Wait.
So you're saying they should face off against you. You're saying Mike should face off against Marianne and Fire then.
Do what?
You're saying that Mike should face off against Marianne and Fire. Take her out there. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I think Mike beats anybody in Fire.
I do too.
I mean, he's a fucking fireman.
I mean, I would hope so.
I mean, unless he doesn't, he might not know how to make it. He's just they're like, Mike, what are you doing? He goes, I only put them out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm used to this.
Yeah,
what's happening right now?
This is against everything that I've dedicated my life to. I cannot make a fire. But then every time Marianne makes one, he puts it out. And they're like, you can't do. He's like, I have to. It's my
He has a shrine of Smokey the Bear, and only you. But anyway, so at the end of this reward challenge, well, one of the choices that was given for the reward was between sustenance and decadence. So grilled chicken and veggies or cake and cookies. Pretty good choices. So after the challenge, Omar wins. And it sounds like he wanted to pretty much choose the option which gave him more people to bring, which was the cake and cookies. So he chose...
This challenge is the reward to fuck up the rest of your game challenge. That's what this challenge is. So, and I mean, the correct answer is chicken and veggies over cake and cookies. However, this challenge is the fuck up your game reward, and so the correct answer is more people. unfortunately.
That's
Right.
that's what I said. Yeah. What do? Do you eat the chicken and be good to yourself, or do you think about the money and eat the chocolate cake, and then later I can be like, hey, I gave you chicken. I mean, So I understand. I get it.
It's like the loved ones
would be
visit.
simple.
It's like the loved ones visit. Best strategy: don't win and hope someone picks you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't want to win this.
Right.
There's I'm like, there is no, like, as soon as he said it was like, I ain't winning, I'm finishing second on purpose. So just so I can say, yo, I finished second. So I mean, the right thing is to take me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I think you're at this point in the game, your stomach is speaking a little louder sometimes than your head. So sometimes you go with that choice. I mean, either way, obviously, chicken's like better for the game wise, but they're both gonna taste great.
Yeah, but I don't have a sweet tooth, so
well, then that sucks for you.
So, but I over the history of Survivor, even though this reward is meant to fuck up your game, it's probably 50-50 as far as the results. Because there's been half the time where, the people that, it's just like, oh, it's going to, they've made the decision which could have fucked up their game, and the people are like, I get it, we're good. So,
well, it's even
how
like,
pissed are you about the chicken if you still lose? Like, I should just eat the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah. So, but I mean, he made the right move. But statistically, I would say it's a coin flip on whether it fucks you over or not. But it is a production device to fuck up your game.
well, that's true, because we even saw, like, in Cambodia, the loved ones visit, the three that didn't get picked being Jeremy, Tasha, and Spencer, they all made a final three. Guess what? They were the final three and went to the end. So that's where, like, the different shifts in the game can happen.
They use that against the people that got it.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas half the time the people don't use it against them, because I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? And then we're just like, hey, they're still there. No, no harm, no foul.
Right.
But with that, let's ponder over that and take a quick break from our sponsor.
We're all trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be boring. Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you love, but without all the bad stuff. And it's amazing as a midnight snack right before bed.
0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. That's only 140 calories per serving.
It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. And build your own box. Available flavors to build your very own custom bundle are cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, cinnamon, cookies and cream, and my favorite, maple waffle. Now, Magic Spoon recently brought back their 2 super popular flavors, cookies and cream and maple waffle. Thank goodness. But they're back permanently. And when these flavors were first introduced for a limited time, they sold out extremely quickly. Now, I'm here to let you know you can get them again or try them for the first time. Why? Because they're delicious and indulgent.
Johnny, Magic Spoon has so many great flavors that I really enjoy, and even my kids enjoy them. We have the cocoa, fruity frosted, peanut butter. All these are really great combinations. They enjoy waking up in the morning and getting some Magic Spoon right off to start their day great before they head off to school. I think everybody listening should give Magic Spoon a try, or if you've tried them already, it's time to reorder. Let's get you some more Magic Spoon and get your day started right.
Hey, when I finish a podcast late at night, the first thing I'm thinking is not sleep. It's let me grab a delicious bowl of Magic Spoon before I go to bed.
So go to magicspoon.com/survivor to grab a custom bundle of cereal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code survivor at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/survivor and use the code SURVIVOR to save $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thanks for sticking with us through the ad break. Don't forget, for more exclusive Reality NSFW content, visit adfreeNSFW.com.
This episode of Reality NSFW is sponsored by Blue Chew. Say it with us, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that can help men get stronger and longer lasting erections. That's right, we're giving away super hard dicks.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED.
Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor offices, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part, it's all done online.
Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problem here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy.
Hey, if you're looking to give that immunity idol to someone, or you don't want to be voted out of a crater, don't worry, Blue Chew's got you covered. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, promo code SURVIVOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
That's where
With the little tray and shit?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's Shepherd's dick.
Wow. I'm fucking impressed, buddy. Do it.
Yeah.
It's like this and shit. I thought that was Photoshop.
No, that's real.
Wow.
It's like, that's
Wow, we just started at a very interesting point.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's my fault.
We're back. Here we are. We are back, everybody.
Dreams come true.
I know, man. Good on Jeff. I'm proud of him.
Good on Jeff.
I know what someone's gonna be good with. By someone, I mean you.
All right.
I was like,
Oh,
don't
you
be
got a
pointing at me.
screenshot.
I'm sitting out of this entire situation.
All right. So we see the fallout of the cake, and we see after Mike wins, Omer says that like he didn't know if he could do this, like winning a reward meant so much, and his little cousin, she's 8 years old, she needs to see this, and Jeff goes, "Hey, what's her name?"
What's her name?
And he goes, Hannah. He goes, "Hannah, pay attention, push yourself, don't be an underachiever." And I'm just like, whoa, is that because that's how I read it. Did I get? Should I go back and watch it again? I felt it was mean.
I think you got it half right.
Okay, so he didn't call her an 8-year-old an underachiever.
I'll just give you like a 50% on that.
Right. I mean, the challenge is over something. I was like, process. I was like, no.
But to be fair, I feel like you block out challenges, so sometimes you're just like, you know.
Yeah. It takes me a commercial break to get back in.
There you go. So then let's talk about the reward that they went on and the conversations that they had during that.
Yeah. So we have Jonathan and Lindsay eating rice. They're both lying to each other. And Romeo's chosen to go on this reward because he needed it. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't need it. But I will say this. Let's just say a hypothetical situation, okay? Let's say I'm in New Jersey watching the episode last Wednesday night, and Omer says Romeo needs it. Let's just say hypothetically there was someone that was out there with Romeo, and he yells at the screen, "He ate rice! He didn't! He had everybody's rice!" That would be a pretty funny situation, wouldn't it be?
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty good.
Pretty
I
funny?
thought it was pretty good.
Is that what you yelled,
What
Zane?
else did he need?
So, yes. But
I
I mean,
keep
that's
forgetting
just
you
purely
both were
awesome.
together watching this episode. I keep forgetting that.
So, what's that?
I said I keep forgetting you were both together when this episode was on live.
And you know, hypothetically,
Well, he was with me.
Zane,
It doesn't matter. You were together. You were together. It doesn't matter where.
Zane, my driver on the way home.
Oh, that was nice.
Man, he was having such a good time, and then he was like, "You're driving."
No, on the way back.
Oh no. I didn't know. I got car sick, man. It happened.
You bring a driver for an 8-hour drive, and
He only drives for 3. 2.
45 minutes tops. Oh my God.
Sounds
All
like
right,
a great time.
Yeah, so we have they get back from the reward. Mike asks Lindsay if it's him, and Lindsay's looking hot is the only thing I can take from the segment. But then Mike,
Super hot. I mean, to be that far in the game, you know.
well, she's island hot.
Yeah, she's island hot.
That's
Like,
the thing.
that doesn't happen a lot, you know.
It can't. There's
No, Johnny talks about Island Hot all the time.
The cookies. Don't forget the cookies.
Oh, what
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the cookies? What did I miss in the cookies?
Do you remember the challenge thing? They were like, you know, we can have cake or cookies. As soon as they said cookies, the first thing I could think about was Angie.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that? Cookies?
Yes,
Can we
I
have
remember
cookies?
that.
That's the first thing that hit me in the face.
You know what we could
Yeah.
really use
Okay.
tonight? Some cookies, Jeff. Yes,
What-
I remember that.
What did I miss in the cookie reward?
You didn't miss anything. Zane's just like referring to Angie from his.
No, I know that, but getting back to the cookie reward, you said let's discuss the cookie reward. Like, what was there to discuss?
They're just chatting away about what they want to do a little bit. You know, that was it. You know.
Okay, well, as I said, I thought
It wasn't
more
that, useful, but they were still talking. At least if you're on a reward, you have to talk a little bit of game.
yeah.
Oh, because I was like, don't forget. Oh, my bad. No, it was just a reference.
Yeah.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Wow. This has
So,
been really
but,
informative.
yes. So Mike asks if it's him, and Lindsay says, "Well, if it's not Jonathan, it's you." And so then he immediately runs to Marianne and says, "Look, I'll play my idol for you at 5, and it's the oldest of the youngest, and so I guess they're now known as the Bookend Alliance, and I'm for it." And
Cute.
he also tells her that Lindsay has an idol, and Marianne's pretty sad at this point because she was just like, "Look, I'm nobody's goat, like
Not to be hurted.
not to be hurt."
Not to be hurted.
Not to be
Mhm,
hurt. And
mhm.
she was just like, I thought me and Lindsay were cool. She has this idol. She didn't tell me about it. She was just like, so you know what? I need to make a big move. And if it's Lindsay, great. But if it affects Lindsay, here it comes. So I'm like, all right, great. So next, immunity.
Yeah, another predictable immunity challenge, right?
So they're still smiling walking in. And I'm just like, yeah, Jeff, because you fucking coddle them at every fucking challenge. So yeah, that's why they're still smiling. Yeah, plus it's only day 23. Like, they're acting like this is this ridiculously hard thing. Sorry, folks, it's not. Day 23, every survivor is smiling. It's day 33 that the smiles begin to dissipate.
Mm.
6.
When did you stop smiling on your season?
I never stop smiling. I love tribal council for me. Up until the last one, or I guess the last 2. I like the last one.
I quit smiling.
But no,
I didn't smile.
I enjoy tribal council. It was fun. It's the place where everyone can be honest, and I'm just like, except me. Thanks. Let's go. Keep talking, everybody. Keep telling me everything I need to know. And then I'm just staring at the jury, seeing who they like, who they don't like. So no, tribal council is fun. Plus, I get to get rid of somebody. I always want to get rid of somebody. Like, even if it's my person, like someone in my alliance, it's still one less mouth to feed. Get out of here.
mean,
I
hey,
I like space in bed. I like more food. So see ya. Go like let's go to Tribal Council every day. So start with 40 people.
Oof.
40 people.
Oh,
I love Tribal Council. It's so much fun.
Well, isn't there that new show that's coming out or something like that where it's like
Oh yeah,
100
that's
people?
the NBC show. I'm not on there.
Well, they should have asked you. I'm
I
sorry.
don't think I want to be on there.
You just said 40 people and this one has like 100, so I figured it'd be more your
Oh
speed.
no, 100. That's Lauren. That's ridiculous. Stop making that stuff like that.
that is way too many people.
We're all friends here. Don't play with me like that.
My bad. I'm gonna slow my roll here, but yes, Sarah, take us into the immunity challenge. What's up with
I
that?
take it back. It's ladies' night. Go ahead. Keep them coming. 200 people. I'm for it.
It's ladies.
Just 200 people, not 100.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get to the immunity challenge,
200
and
What?
there's 100 people.
It's 100.
It's
Yeah.
all like that.
It's a lot of people, but it's not two.
I was convinced it was 2 that quickly.
But you would thrive with it because you would steal everyone's screen time.
Well, I don't want to fight 99 people for screen time. Give me a cast of just me.
It's called Johnny on the Island.
I just want to fucking Wilson it, fucking Tom Hanks style. Like, what's up? So I'll do fucking puppet shows.
Like Survivor.
I actually would probably watch
Yeah,
that show.
Survivor, singular. Yeah, or,
just one.
yeah, because like my grandma calls the show. She goes, did you watch Survivors last night? I was like, Survivors ain't a show. It's called Survivor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
The South loves calling it Survivors.
Well, I mean, we say deers instead of deer. You know, like
Deers.
it's deers. There's a bunch of deers out there. You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
I don't know.
They do say there's lots of deers out there.
Yeah, we definitely say just deer up here.
Yeah, that's probably how most mornings start in the South. There's a bunch of deers out back.
You better watch.
Well, that's at night. Like you're driving over the bar.
My thing about being from the South is be careful. It's like, every time you leave, it's be careful.
Yeah.
And every time somebody says that to me, I go, hell no.
Yeah.
When I leave, I'm leaving out here like wide the hell open when I go. You know what I mean?
So now when you leave somewhere at night, they go, watch out for deers.
Watch out.
So but in the morning they're like, some deers out back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of deers, we didn't see any of those in the immunity challenge. I'm sorry for everyone that wanted deers.
Wow.
But yeah, Sarah,
What
take
a
us away. What happened with
great-
the community challenge?
Great comeback, Lauren. Great. Good job. Good job for connecting the two.
Thank you. I tried.
So anyway, we had a challenge where we had to race through obstacles again. And we had to build a bridge, pretty much of puzzle pieces that you had to untie, which took everyone a very long time to do. And then there was a table. They had to grab the balls, and then they had to go to the table maze and get, what was it? It was 8 balls.
Two
Two.
balls.
It's only
which
2.
I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, Jonathan LaPaglia would have had so much fun. It was just like, Jonathan trying to wrangle his 2 balls into the hole.
Yes.
Jonathan loves all the innuendo every single chance possible on Australian Survivor challenges.
And
It's just
Probst didn't give us one.
no, it's like
Not one.
Jonathan working his pole. He is very hands-on with his pole.
Get those big balls in the hole, Jonathan. Do it. Like, I mean, not one. Like,
No, what? Low-hanging fruit, man. Come on. So, and the puzzle, like the staircase ladder. Once again, this cast is on the weaker. Like you cast one Superman and then below average strength individuals and Lindsay Strong. But it is a weaker cast across the board. So they have these challenges where they have these equalizers. So if the same challenge is on Australian Survivor, there's 12 stairs. There's going to be 12 different pieces that would go on the stairs. Whereas this, they were in bundles of 4 to bring them back together to keep it tight. So,
Interesting.
And Mariana was struggling, wasn't she?
but still, she wasn't that far. I mean, she was off, but everyone else is there. So because this is an equalizing puzzle, which I kind of hate. Because
Well,
if you're fucking good, let someone be good.
I knew the spin was gonna be disastrous because everybody wants to go as fast as they can, and you know what that's gonna do to you. I mean,
Well, the spin was on the other one. The spin was on the other reward.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like it's like
this is over something across a bridge,
Oh.
and then the puzzle ladder thing, which wasn't really a puzzle. You just move it, and then
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
anyone that didn't figure out push left, push right. I mean, it's like anyone that's at the bottom going, I don't know.
oh yeah.
I do have to say,
Lindsay
Lindsay was on it.
Yeah.
oh, Lindsay was definitely on it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my goodness.
But I will say that I do love the labyrinth type puzzle in challenges, like the ball challenge. It's always usually really close, so I always like watching that one.
Yeah. So it's close. Jonathan almost there, but Lindsay wins, and I will say in New Jersey, everyone cheered. No one was rooting for Jonathan to win.
There you go.
So what a big difference 4 weeks makes, because in Durham they were cheering Jonathan, and I think that was the last week he got cheered.
Yep, that was last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he's very impressive. I mean, he pretty much his individual immunity wins were really pre-merged when he was just winning for his tribe completely on his own.
But he supposedly got the call for the challenge. What was it, 38 or 39? What's the next one?
38 is the next one, yes.
So, yeah. So, but I don't know. But supposedly it's pairs.
So I think it's some people have loved ones coming on the season, something like that is what I've heard rumored.
Yeah. So because I heard someone else got the call and who they're going with.
Ah, there you go.
It'd be interesting.
You'll fuck up big time.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Yeah. So we heard about somebody else, but yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Jonathan and Lindsay.
Didn't he talk about a brother before?
Yeah, but I think they want some. I think
Probably.
I think their pair is also famous because the other people I've heard about they're both on a show.
Well, the challenge, they've done Battle of the Bloodlines before, where they've brought you come with your cousin or you come with a sibling, something like that. We've seen that before.
Okay, I don't know. Both these people are on TV.
There you go. So we're gonna see what happens with the challenge season 38. I'm excited. Can't wait for I'm a challenge person. Sarah's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't watch the challenge.
Okay.
Oh, the Jonathan was made for the challenge.
Yes, 100%. I agree.
I don't watch,
Yeah.
but even I know that.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, big win by Lindsay.
Yeah.
And it's either Mike or Jonathan. I mean, they tell us it's one of the two of them, and it could be no one else. And we see the conversation with Lindsay worried that her idol dies at 6, but she doesn't want to play it because it could come back. Nay. If your idol dies at 6, that idol cannot come back. So, I mean, as we learned from season 41, the twist, the monster, or one of the monsters is, after 6, they all go to a new island and there's a new idol placed.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with the life expectancy of her amulet turned idol.
Yes.
So that was a huge fuck up.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but depending upon who she's shown it to, she could say that's the idol when they do go to that island. So,
That's very ooh.
But I think Mike has seen it, and I think Mike is like if someone says, she found it, she showed it to me, I could see Mike going, "What it look like?"
No, I definitely could as well. Do we know if she showed him the paper or anything that came with it, or just showed him the idol?
I don't know. I know him and Omar were the only three that knew about it until Mike told everyone.
But to be fair, she could play it off. She could play it off like she does have an idol again, because I know you're saying Mike could say, what does it look like? But we've seen in the past before where idols have all looked the same. Some of them have.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how she plays that moving forward.
And we see that Romeo makes a fake idol.
Yep.
That looks like a bracelet.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, to be fair though, the new idols, they haven't looked like much. It looks like some string with some beads on them.
Yeah. Well, I think that's purposely done so that someone can. They want someone to make a fake idol.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Like the manipulation, the being able to slide one over on somebody.
No, it makes sense why they would want
Right.
that.
We're not in Survivor China anymore, where it's this big, huge plaque that just gets ripped off like that. That you can't make a fake idol in that season because that thing was huge.
Just use a good old stick. It usually works out.
Yeah. So Marianne and Mike talk, and Mike says Marianne is playing Survivor 18.0 instead of 2.0, which may be true for the game that Mike is playing.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And so Marianne makes the pitch, it's just like, hey, let's make the move on Omar. And he's just like, no, if she plays the idol, we can't. And the whole time I'm sitting there watching this, I'm just like, they're just like, all right, that's a great plan, and we're for it. Except we're going to write down Romeo, and you need to write down Romeo too, because that's what we said. I was just like, Mike, be better.
Yeah, he had such good social skill before.
Yeah. So, but here's the conversation that should have taken place, and like Jonathan, we've seen not listen to anyone, but Mike has actually been pretty good at listening. So I was disappointed in Mike in the sense that, but I think Jonathan was wearing off on him in this conversation. So I think that was a problem there. But if I'm Marianne, I'm just like, look, me, Romeo, and my extra vote, we vote Omar. Okay, you guys can vote Romeo, and then the other two are going to vote Jonathan, and so we'll have a tie, 2-2-3. And so even if she plays it for Omar, it's going to come down to Romeo and Jonathan, and then we'll do Romeo then. Even though I think if on a revote, I think it's Jonathan.
Yeah.
Probably most likely the outcome for that.
So,
Yeah.
but I think that's the pitch. You just say, hey, let's make the play here because our extra vote died at 6 anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they were in no mood to listen to anything, especially that a woman had to say. And I'm just like, be better, man. Like, I mean, it's just like, it's like you might have Jonathan doesn't have great ideas, but Mike, you have good ideas. Listen to other people's good ideas too. And he's been so good at it, but I really think it's that, you got the cool guy sitting beside you and you're just like, ooh, like, what's the, oh yeah, I'm going to do the same thing the cool guy does. And it's just like, he ain't fucking cool.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I think a lot of people thought Jonathan was cool. I didn't. But in that moment right there, I ain't trying to impress him.
Well, like you said, the thing about the social skills, I just thought that
He ain't got them.
I just thought it was a little downplayed. I didn't know it was
Yeah. So no, he doesn't listen.
so bad.
I don't know if he doesn't listen to other guys. I could see him not listening to anyone. So I don't want to call him a sexist. But we have seen multiple examples of him not listening when a woman talks.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. So how's that working out for you, Hulk smash? Listen, I played a character my first season of Survivor, but at the same time, I listen to women. So I was doing Andy Kaufman lines, but I don't care, male, female, both, either, purple, green, whatever. Good ideas are good ideas. So I don't care who or what you are. You got a good idea. I love a good idea, and I want to hear them, because if you ain't hearing them, that means it's you.
You want to be in on a plan. If someone's coming to you with a plan or an idea, then that means they want to work with you most likely.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's always a good sign.
She had the numbers without him, so but I mean, I don't know. It was just frustrating because Jonathan didn't shock me, but felt like he could have learned something in 23 days, but apparently not. But Mike should have been more open, and I feel like he has been up until now. I think he's just trying to show up for the cool guy.
Yeah, his boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. No, can I?
So time for tribal. They come in with the intensity smiles.
They probably were told like you have to smile for this, and they were like, okay.
Well, no, I think they were trying to smile, and then
Yeah.
the rain's coming in, and they're just like, "This sucks."
And I mean, he even said the intensity is picked up. Like I think he was just trying to override how uncomfortable everybody was.
Yeah, shit sucks. I mean, and plus, that when you're there for 2.5 hours, so like when Jeff goes, "I'll collect the votes," that's 45 minutes later before he comes back, and you're just sitting there with fucking rain coming on you, and the rain's not pouring down on Jeff.
No,
when he's putting the votes in the correct order.
he got that little break.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there going, "Oh, come on, man, let me go to the thing."
And no talking.
No, yeah, don't say anything to anybody.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll collect the votes. 45 minutes of silence. It's so
Sounds
great.
like a great time.
Yes, it's the best.
Woo.
Well, they
He said it. It's the best, worst experience of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I said it was like an onion. And everybody made fun of me, but if you think about it, it's like an onion. The more layers you peel back, the more you cry.
There you have it. That's exactly what I needed to hear from Zane tonight. Thank you, Zane, for joining us.
Look,
Wow.
you got him.
The more you cry.
So people are thinking Final Three. Omer says it's not true. That's someone that's really thinking Final Three saying that. And Romeo, of course, is pleading the Final Three. It's just like, don't you want to take me? I'm the guy that just eats rice and nothing else. Well, it would been sometimes I have cookies and cake.
Throw me away. Throw me
Once
away.
in a while.
It's cool.
Yeah. So, and then Omer explains that he is Survivor confident. And
Survivor confident.
Survivor confident does not work out 9 times out of 10.
For anybody.
Yeah.
When has it worked out?
I don't know.
And
I
like,
was Survivor confident.
No,
And-
I was Survivor confident.
Boom.
And you
Do you need any more
I
examples
was
of how it
saying,
goes?
I don't think you know anything.
I also think that you shouldn't tell people when you're feeling really confident.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Just a thought.
it was like, could be me. I'm just like, it can fucking be me.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop
Like
asking me stupid ass questions. I'm trying to listen to women over here.
any blood in the water that's too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
so,
don't
yeah.
ever throw a scent on yourself. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
sharks
wanna
will get
go,
you.
go. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
You ain't first, you're last. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So I will say this: Romeo makes great faces at trial.
He does.
He does. There's gonna be some awesome pictures.
I don't know what. Some good memes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else he's bringing to the table, and had a couple moments.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, the chances
Romeo, as
are.
green as I am, I will say you make some great faces at trial. So take that, and I'm offering nothing else.
Like, he will be probably sitting at Final Tribal, but in a way, I really wish that he'd be a jury member because it would be really, I would really love to
Oh
watch
yeah,
him on
I would much
jury.
rather him be.
That'd be more entertaining.
Mhm.
I just seeing how it's going right now, it reminds me of kind of Sherry from Caramoan. I feel as though him at Final Tribal Council is going to be exactly how she was at Final Tribal Council, where like no one wants to talk anything.
I've never seen an episode.
That is so true. I remember you have not seen that yet.
That's like one of the only episodes I've never seen.
That's so why she probably
It's so
Yeah.
well. It's
She
like
got one. She got one.
yeah, it's Lady's Line, not Jonny Fairplay.
Yeah, that's what it
It's not the same. Never.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So it's time to vote, and the votes are read. It's Jonathan, Romeo, and then Omer. And before the last vote's read, Omer leans down and asks Marianne if she did it, and she says yes.
Gotcha.
He pops,
Gotcha, bitch.
jury pops, and Marianne gets the credit for the big move in front of the jury, which is huge.
Yep, that was a beautiful moment. Like I had to rewatch the episode and I got home from work right as that moment was happening. And I'm so glad I at least got to catch that before I got that spoiled for me online. So that was a beautiful moment.
Stay on social media until
Yeah, I don't understand. Why can't you not
It's-
stay off social media?
It's hard because I have Messenger blowing up and like I'm
Yeah,
in a
so
couple
do I,
chats. They
girl.
talk about it.
Turn 'em off.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not. I have.
My messenger blows up too, but I can avoid the spoilers. It's fine.
I struggle. My work has been so slow, so I
I
have
just
a lot of time.
mine's easy. I just have all messages open, Zane silenced.
But I know where you live. I just pull up in the driveway and I'm like,
Hey man, did you get my text?
I haven't responded in a couple days.
I crack the door and I go, no, and then I close it.
Oh,
then he does the Ric Flair dance as he walks away. It's
Yeah,
like,
and then Zane
no, open
leaves.
the door.
It's great.
I can see that happening.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're not. Zane's not doing story time. He's
I
just-
need some more addresses too, so I can go to other houses.
Oh, I'll give you Sarah's.
All right.
Wait a minute. I'm also going to be living there. Let's not.
Don't worry, he won't make it weird. He's not going to knock on the front door. He's just going to tap on your windows.
Good thing we live on like the second or third
Yeah,
floor.
we don't live on the first floor.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's gonna climb up the side.
Yeah, so
What I like to do is I like to pull up and just shine my headlights on bright through the front
Yeah,
and then knock on the back. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's got you.
And then Johnny goes to the window, look at all them deers.
Oh, yeah. So next week they have to go to a new camp. There's going to be another idol. If you've learned anything from 41, and Romeo is working on a fake idol. So Lindsay's quest to get rid of Jonathan, I don't understand because as I said, Jonathan and Romeo are the only two people she can beat. Mike needs Marianne out, or he doesn't win. And I think Marianne beats everybody. I think this episode decided our winner because this jury loves big moves. It's been blindside after blindside after blindside in Tribal Council. They love it, and we're not going to be able to see anything crazy these last two votes because of the stupid fire twist and the stupid island and another island twist.
But honestly, like, I respect that this jury is very much hyping up the big moves based on their facial reactions. Like, obviously, we don't know for sure. They could come into Final Tribal and not be here for it. But I think all of them are hardcore players and are respecting everything that they're seeing because you see with people's exits, they're not leaving the game bitter.
Yeah. I've loved that about this season.
But like you said, that's got a lot to do with Probst, too. Probst is really patting it.
Yeah,
congratulations!
Yeah,
he's really putting it on, So
because like when they do, he's just like, "This is so great! You guys are so happy when you," and then they're just like, let's not let down Probst.
But what if he flips it? Like, what if he?
Yeah, how could you be happy? You just lost your chance at $1 million, stupid.
Right.
So, that like on the Challenge All Stars 3, it's the exact opposite. Like you get to, if you win a challenge, the next challenge you get to sabotage one person, and so this guy's like, yeah, I'm sabotaging my enemy, and then the girl goes, can I sabotage a guy instead? And he's like, yeah, you don't have to sabotage a girl, and she goes, can you sabotage yourself? And he goes, can I remind you you're playing a game for $500,000, stupid?
I mean, you want to win.
And she goes,
wow.
So whereas, I don't know if Probst is saying that with this cast.
I don't know, man.
With
No,
this
probably
cast, he's
not.
like, oh, the camaraderie.
It would be cool to see you flip it.
Yeah, but the correct answer is no, stupid.
Maybe
you should not be friends.
Maybe
You're-
he's waiting on
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let it get really miserable, and then be like, you dumbass, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we're getting a you dumbass moment on the season finale, but if we do, I'm here for it. So. All right, so who's everybody's winner pick?
So the only person I had left in my draft was Omer, and now he's gone. So yeah.
R.I.P. to that.
Yep. I was last and the longest. Lauren's like, wow, I'm so sad.
I'm so sad. I have Marianne, so rooting for Marianne.
Oh,
Then I need that money. I need that money that we bet.
I mean, you are moving up north. Yeah, you need the money.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Shit costs more up there.
It does. It's more expensive up here. That's for sure.
But if you need some weed, I know somebody will hook you up.
That's very true. That's very true.
There you go.
I'm going Lindsay. I'm saying it right now. Lindsay's got it. Savage beast mode. She's gonna get it. Like that's.
Yeah, I think I still agree with Marianne. I think Marianne's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Mike, but I'll take a Marianne. So, there we go.
There you go. There you have it. Like what a recap. What an episode. Everyone that stuck with us. I mean, we literally had on Ladies' Night the Jonny Fairplay and the Zane Knight. What could you ask for? Nothing else.
Hey, we were just excited to join the Sarah Hart and the Lauren Pratt.
Thank you for having us for Ladies' Night.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming.
That's what I try to do at Ladies' Night.
Yep, I walked right into that one. So,
and you know what? It's normally me that does, and that's why it was funnier that it was you.
Yep.
There is that. I know it's a race. All right, guys.
Oh God.
Hey, look forward to catching you guys finale.
Bye, Sarah.
Next week.
Yes, definitely. Bye, Zane. It's fine. I'm still here.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
You want to see her mad.
And for more reality NSFW content, visit adfreensfw.com.